Hey guys, welcome back. It is I, Sir Drinks-A-Lot, your companion into the world of drinks. Your good time boy, your chum, your homie, your awkward silence. One of my guys was coming this way, so I kind of leaned into that side a little bit. So I'm about to head home and check on Sheila and see if she enjoyed her first day inside. That's like 9 hours. And so the first thing I do when I get home, boom, we're going to the bathroom and go outside and play for a little bit. So hopefully she's okay. It rained. That was the reason for keeping her inside. I mean, she's got a covered in area, but I also want her to get used to staying inside. And I know that she's scared of being inside, and I've been putting her out during the day, but I want her to be excited about being inside and know that it's safe. Anyway, getting away from that at the moment, I do want you guys to check out this drink that is the mainstay for this particular series. Every drink is a mainstay. That's not true. That's not how mainstays work. The reason for the season, as it were, the reason for the channel is the review of drinks, and new drinks are always worth it. So, yeah, right here. Here we go. In Arizona. Wait, no, not Arizona. Is it? Yes, it is. Yeah, here. Yeah. Black and white iced tea with ginseng and honey. Yeah, good stuff. Let's give it a shot. You're looking at 160 calories per container, 43 grams of carbs, 42 from sugars, and there's 0 milligrams of sodium. Okay, so this is. Oh, don't stop believing. You can get through this street. Yo, man, I'm up in here doing my thing, drinking these drinks from Arizona. You know, not the state, but the place where they make the drinks. Look at me, spitting mad bars, getting so far in the white man no rap. Don't do it. I can write, but like my brain doesn't process fastly the things of the words and the combining of the ways in which to do them. But if you give me time to write something down, I can usually work out some kind of nice thing to say. Oh, I probably should have turned my hair signal on before. I apologize. So, very light. I don't really smell anything. That is very light. You don't have your turn signal on. Here I am, bitching. But that's a city vehicle. Always. Not that it matters. You should always use your turn signal if you're going to be turning. Even if you're in a turn lane. Well, no. If you're in a lane that's turning, and you're going to be turning off of that lane into another lane, use your turn signal. If you're sticking with that lane, like the lane is separating from everything else, then you don't need to put your turn signal. But if you have 2 lanes turning into one, because one is supposed to go off to the side, and it's a cross traffic, yeah. Because you want to let the person coming like your direction know, you know, heading to a T, and the flow of traffic is this way, and you're going with that, and the road kind of has a bit more extra that way, no turn signals needed, because anybody from that way who's coming this way can't see you, and anybody coming from this way can see you, but doesn't give a shit because you're not going to get into their lane because you're not parked forward at the stop sign with your turn signal going that way, waiting for them to go by. So, come on. There we go. That is very relaxing. I like that. Yum, 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 yum. It's sweet without being overly sweet. It has the tea flavor for sure. Black tea. It says black and white tea. What is white tea? It's when we talk about Karens and Keith's. No, I know a Keith. He's a good guy. Let's not use Keith's. Is it Kevin's? Is it Karens and Kevin's? Or do we know any Kevins? I probably do. I probably know some Kevins. It always sucks when you just the world chooses the name. Social, it sucks is because I'm pretty sure there are probably some really, really amazing Karens out there. Dog sticking his head out the window. He's living his best life. Woof. I won't bark for no woman. Prince Vivian and Brandon. That TikTok is pretty funny. Yeah. Sorry. I did that one actually, and I think it turned out really well, and it got received really well too. Seniors. Ah, yes. High school versus high school. Hello, school. That's because that's where I went, right over there. That's the ticket. I mean, you know what? I thought about the idea of moving, and what gets me really hard is what gets to me is the concept of if I were to move, it would have to be either mountains or coastal. I want to live somewhere where there are hills and mountains or cliff type places, and where it does snow, but it's not cold all the time, but it's generally a cool climate. And there are some amazing people in the world that could just live their lives in another country and not worry about anything. Like for me, I would love to live somewhere where I had a house where I could write, where I could, do my drawings. But I also I do actually like my job. I like being able to help people with security, making them feel more secure. And the world is a scary place, so I definitely still like my job. I'm not much for the actual hardware. I work on the hardware, and I can produce, access control stuff, keys, key up locks, and that's always nice. And I like the high security stuff. But as it comes to my place of work, the shop itself is not conducive for other places. I would have to go to a place that required my services a bit more, because a lot of the newer stuff is just not, you don't work on it as much now. Smaller towns still a thing. Have to start doing more electronic stuff, but the more new stuff we learn, the less like we're going to get trained in it, and years will go by before we really ever get to substantially use it to where it gets us a profit. The last few times we've actually used anything for some like amazing stuff has been like years. No, that's not true. We've done maybe 2 to 3 newer vehicles that required specialty stuff, and it took almost half a day to do each vehicle, and that's just not conducive. We couldn't charge off for every hour it took, you know. It doesn't have a strong bite to it. It's very simple. Some people don't like the ginseng, and I can understand that because it does give you a bit of a... Ginseng always gives me a bit of dry mouth after. And I don't know if that's just how that works. But this is really good. I really enjoyed this. This is nice. I really like this. Let's go around, dude. You know you want to. Zip, zip. Okay. We're gonna drive like we made it. Aggravated this morning was when I was I was leaving. I noticed that my my mailbox was open. Opened it up. I mean, like I turned around and it's gonna go the other way, and I got to the mailbox, and it was a freaking Lane's chicken fingers discount advert thing, and I was just like, you know, and I was worried that it was gonna be something important. Come to find out, not so important. Also, kind of upset with, okay, I'm not upset, mad upset, but I am frustrated with my primary care physician. Not because of anything they've done to me, because everyone's always been really sweet, really nice, very caring. But the word request just is a weird word. I requested that a refill on some medicine and didn't hear anything. And the weekend came up. The Monday came up. Didn't hear anything. Went on the app they tell me to go on and requested the refill again. Went to the doctor that very same day, and the doctor asked me, he's like, hey, are there anything that you'd like to set for refill? And I told him that, hey, I requested this stuff and I put in a request for it. You know, it's like, just so you know, I got on the app and I requested, I called in, left a message, and they're like, okay, good, no problem. So Wednesday comes up, still haven't heard anything from the company. Called the company, the pharmacy that I ordered the stuff from, and they said they haven't heard anything. So I contact them, get a hold of a guy, and very nice guy, and said, hey, I'd like to get this ordered. And they're like, oh, I'm totally sorry about that. We'll get it ordered for you. Don't hear anything at all from at Wednesday. Friday afternoon, I get a text message from the pharmacy saying, hey, this has been ordered. This is how much you owe. Pay this and then we'll send it, which is how it normally works for me. I pay it. It's $25 less than it usually is. And I'm wondering if it's the same amount, same, you know, whatever, and not like a previous amount, like the milliliters or whatever. So now I'm thinking I'm going to end up getting, well, either that or they discounted $25, which is weird. Well, there's no information on why it was different. So now it also didn't go out Friday when I paid. It went out today. So I'm not going to receive it until either tomorrow or Wednesday. I take my shots every Friday. I have missed last Friday. So I might as well wait until this Friday to get it up. So there's a week missing in my shots. And it's like I'm trying. I could be trying harder, definitely. But yeah, I'm home. I'm going to check on Sheila. This is black and white iced tea with ginseng and honey, Arizona. I love the flowers. That is very pretty. And the drink is just delicious. Honestly, I give it a 4 and an 8. This is good stuff. I will drink this again if I see it. This is definitely worth getting. Tell me, guys, what you think. As always, I'm Sir Drinks a Lot. I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time and gusto to enjoy it all down to the last drop. You guys take care. And I'll see you in the next one.